You've no need to apologize. Still, I must ask, are you certain?
I must go. I would see with my own eyes. See where and how my mother and her people suffered.
Jesus, I didn't realize this was gonna be a fucking pilgrimage. God damn. She just said she wanted to see her mother's birthplace. I was like, "Oh, that's sweet. We should go see your mother's ancestral home." I didn't realize it was the one she had been driven out of during an ethnic cleansing event. Fuck. That might have changed my opinion on the matter.
By order of King Regna, Serenoa escorts their esteemed guests back home, beyond the forest and over the mountains to a vast sand-swept land. Before long, a grand wall of stone rises before them, known as the goddess's shield.
And they built a wall.
The source, Norzelia's only supply of salt. Upon the lakeshore,
presumably to keep the pink-haired people out.
Of the goddess, ever watching over the flourishing city and the palace below. This is the holy state of Hyzant.
So I just realized I should have saved that in a different slot for New Game Plus purposes. Well, not New Game Plus, but you know what I mean.
I had heard tales of the goddess's shield, but its grandeur surpasses even my imagination.
Realistically, I'm not going to play this twice, so it doesn't really matter.
It protected the holy state from both Glenbrook and Esfrost during the war. None in history have succeeded in breaching it. Do you think you might fare better, Lord Serenoa?
I think penetrating these walls would be nigh impossible.
A most courteous answer. I should have expected as much.
Because the answer really is like, you know, this is a symbol of your kingdom and I respect it. Perhaps not kingdom, but culture, I suppose.
What's that sound?
Is that the pink-haired woman was spotted in the city alarm?
Could this be?
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it's a call to prayer.
Is this the hour of worship I've heard so much about?
Interesting.
Indeed. Hyzantians offer their prayers up to the goddess's statue every day. They thank her for her blessing, for bestowing us with the source, from which all Norzelia's salt is harvested.
I noticed that you're not doing it.
To see every citizen pray is astonishing.
The goddess truly is at the center of all Hyzant, just as the stories say.
Even so, are there none who'd use this time of worship to rob their fellow citizens?
Eridor.
There are none so misguided among the goddess's believers.
Bruh.
All Hyzantians are guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter. The holy state has done everything in its power to eliminate poverty and ensure equality. As a result, no one envies others or craves riches for selfish reasons.
Okay, let's go socialism.
Certainly if everyone were equal.
There
There'd be
is.
naught to fight about.
There
But
is...
achieving absolute equality is impossible.
The words of an unbeliever. The goddess showers her blessings fairly upon all who follow her teachings.
Yeah. Y'all are in positions of power over everyone else. So literally not equal. Is what
Before we
Benedict
visit
would
the
like to say,
Hierophant,
but he doesn't want to
There is
argue.
one thing I must tell you about Lady Frederica.
Now?
Under normal circumstances, the head of our nation would not permit an audience with one of Rosellan extract. Explain the
Extract!
circumstances, however, and she has been granted special permission to enter the palace as an envoy.
That said, we would ask that Lady Frederica remain silent before the Holy One.
God damn it!
Silent. Why?
I reiterate that typically, she would not be so much as allowed to attend. We ask for your understanding of our creed.
You mean to treat one of Glenbrook's delegates as if she weren't even there?
Prince Roland, you are here in secret. It would not do for you to gainsay another nation's religious creed.
I, on the other
I have
hand...
no objections.
My apologies.
Oh, this
You needn't
hurts.
apologize. Let us do what we came here for.
We appreciate your understanding. Now then, let us show you to the palace.
The really good sort of moral choices in games are like this, where it's like it puts you in a situation. It puts you in this situation to have to weigh your... You know that your decisions will have long-reaching consequences. We understand that this is very politically complex. We have a whole peacetime thing that is balanced on the precipice of something that we don't know how stable it is. So you know that creating a bad audience in a situation like this could potentially cause tensions, cause strife, cause war, cost thousands of lives. You have to weigh that pragmatism against your own personal moral convictions. Frederica should not have to deal with this. This is bullshit, and everybody knows it. But you are here as an envoy on a diplomatic mission. Do you cause a scene about it and potentially cause bigger, farther-reaching issues? Or do you just swallow your tongue and get mad about it later?
That is where the Hierophant resides.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages. None
Yep.
are allowed to look upon the Holy One's face. None save Minister Edor, who conveys their divine words to us.
That sounds like a really, really good way to manipulate some shit. Like, there is one person appointed to speak for the person in charge. How long has the Holy One been dead? Also, oh shit. Minister of Domestic Affairs? Oh. Matters related to public order. I was gonna say he looked awfully militant for domestic affairs. But that's domestic affairs in terms of, like, thuggish peacekeeping efforts. He throws people in prison for looking at him funny. That's his job. Also, his voice is freaking incredible. I've been pretty down on the voice acting in this game, but that right there, that's a voice.
The Hierophant imparts us with the goddess's divine messages.
Pardon our intrusion. Lord Serenoa Wolffort of Glenbrook has escorted us home on behalf of King Regna.
The Hierophant speaks to you.
I don't believe you. I believe you less now that I know that your name is Minister of Religion. Yep. All believers are content and equal because the ones who aren't get jailed and get their rights taken away, and we don't talk about them. So we have perfect public order and harmony because everyone stays the fuck in line. That's their creed.
Serenoa Wolffort, we thank you for your gracious gesture. We are overjoyed and humbled that you have chosen to grace our nation with your presence.
Yeah, I'm starting to doubt the decision.
Such high praise, but honored nonetheless.
House Wolffort and Hyzant have shared a deep bond ever since the Sultan War.
Have we?
On behalf of the Saintly Seven, it is my wish that our friendship will be as strong as it was with your Lord Father.
But of course, I strive to one day measure up to his greatness.
I also strive to make y'all less racist.
You will also, in time, succeed Lord Simon as advisor to the mining venture, I hear.
What?
The Hierophant.
I don't
would
remember
hear
hearing
your
about this.
true thoughts on the endeavor.
Oh boy. Oh boy, let's go with some true thoughts. Okay. I fear the intentions of the three nations are not aligned. I sense a storm is brewing on the horizon. I believe this, but would absolutely not say this politically in this situation. Either of these work. But are we talking... either one of these work, but is it... Yeah, you don't say this as an envoy, because, like, what are you saying? Like, there's a storm brewing between the three nations on the horizon, says one nation to another nation. You're basically threatening war. Let's say it's a stepping stone towards peace. We'll make it more about diplomatic, peaceful relations than, you know, money. Though they do like money here. But they also may not be interested in the idea of it fairly profiting everyone. So let's say it's a step towards peace.
I think it a significant stepping stone toward peace between the three nations.
A safe reply, to say the least.
Fuck you, Exham!
It is an ideal that I can only hope is shared by all those involved.
Well, it isn't, but that's not my place to say.
What is the ideal to which the Holy One aspires?
I would share the goddess's blessing with all of Norzelia. The Holy One wishes for a world where people are equal. The goddess always watches over those who believe in her. May you all receive her divine protection.
I apologize for visiting you in secret, but there's something I must ask you.
Roland is about to blow this shit up right now. Also, the Holy One's wish is for religious colonization. Got it. Understood. All right, Roland. Let's have it.
I have heard that the people of Hyzant live in equality.
Uh-huh. But
They say the goddess showers blessings upon those who follow her teachings. But is that the only reason?
you're gonna need to be more specific.
Oh, a studious one you are, Prince Roland. King Regna has raised you well.
That was a more positive response than I was expecting. Let's see where this is going.
Of course, the goddess's teachings are at the core of the equality our citizens enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
But there are many measures taken by the Holy State to ensure the happiness of our people.
Uh-huh.
Minister Lila's Ministry of Medicine, which dedicates itself to the study of preserving life, is another example of this. The results of their research have allowed many people to overcome illness and injury and live long, healthy lives.
That's positive.
I would
This
like
is
to
good.
hear more about Hyzant's medical discoveries.
Well, they're not gonna share
I
it
see
with
we
you.
managed to pique your interest. Minister Lila, I leave our guests in your capable hands. Pray, show them around the ministry and let them admire Hyzant's pursuit of life and magic.
These motherfuckers are absolutely doing human experimentation. Like, can we agree to this? 1,000%. They are running some, heinous shit in the background. Hey, let's go, optional scene. Franny and Cordelia talk about their brother behind his back.
Brother, where is Roland? I've yet to see him today.
And you shan't, for he has left. Took it upon himself to join the mission abroad.
He did? I see.
Man, his sister's
prioritizing his personal wishes above his station. Is there no end to his selfishness?
His sister is like actually kind of on his side and likes him. And even she was like, oh, shit. That's bad.
You haven't any love for him, have you?
Love. I would rather think of him as little as humanly possible.
Damn.
How can you say that? He's family.
Royal family, and our duty is to the crown above all. Do not look to Roland for inspiration if you wish to carry yourself in a manner befitting your station, dear Cordelia.
Interesting. He pronounced it Cordelia. I forgot to look at her. I forgot to look at her character art. I don't think I missed a scene at the beginning of the chapter. I hope. All right, let's look at this cool medicine shit. And maybe uncover some, This place is cool looking.
Look, a Rosellan. I heard she's an envoy from Glenbrook.
Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Be that as it may, is her kind even allowed to enter our halls?
I can only assume she received special permission, since Minister Lila's showing her around.
Ironic, considering the wishes of us researchers are hardly ever granted.
Oh, they were talking loudly enough for her to hear. On purpose, I'm sure.
What a splendid facility you have here. I can see why your nation excels in the medical arts.
Normally, only ministry staff are allowed in. Having outsiders view our work is unprecedented.
We cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
If I heard correctly, it sounds like you are researching life itself.
Human experimentation.
That we are. In order to cure illnesses and injuries, we must set our sights high.
So y'all got stem cells?
Illnesses deemed uncurable in other nations?
There is no miracle panacea in this world, but we like to think nothing is impossible.
Wonderful. And would you be willing to share those results with others, should you achieve them?
If they believe in the goddess.
If you believe in the goddess's
Yeah!
teachings, yes. At least, that is what I would expect the Holy One to say.
Minister Lila, the preparations for the experiment are complete.
My apologies, but I must get back to work.
Oh, you assholes
You
are so
free to take a look
predictable.
around. However, I ask you to not enter the restricted areas.
Anna, you're up.
Of course, nothing is free in the Ministry, nor anywhere in Hyzant. And of course, when people are forced to adhere to teachings, there are some who will resist.
Uh-huh.
Who might you be?
And what happens to people who resist?
Just a researcher, nothing more.
Nah, you're too
What's
cool.
his problem?
Serenoa, I could use some fresh air, if you don't mind.
But of course, let us take a break outside.
Nice. I'm glad that's been immortalized now. How you doing, Frederica? Better than before, but I'd like to rest in the shade. Yeah, I don't blame you. Rest as long as you'd like. I should take a moment to get to... Maybe we don't leave her alone, though. Oh, merchants are open for business during the exploration phase, maybe selling rare items you would not find at the provisioner. Be wise to speak with the shopkeepers you meet. It's rare for foreign dignitaries to be allowed into the ministry. Take your time looking around. You wish to enter the... No, I'm good. I'll hang out here for a bit. This is just between you and me, but not everyone is happy with the Hierophant. Though I honestly don't understand why. Why would he tell a foreigner that? Hyzant is a wonderful city. Please enjoy your time here to your heart's content. However, I ask you not interrupt Minister Sorceley's work. Please stay away from the source. Hey, Minister Sorceley, what's up? As one of the Saintly Seven, I manage the production and shipment of salt. That is to say, I single-handedly bear the burden of Hyzant's finances. Single-handedly. He has no minister, he has no ministry, no assistants, no one works under him. His guard captain doesn't do anything. Bloodwolf, anecdotal experience, but every time I asked someone in South Korea about politics, the answer that they gave me was something akin to, I don't really give a shit. Although, political shit in South Korea is kind of volatile now, so maybe that'll change. can only imagine I was bestowed with such a venerable position in recognition of my faith to the goddess. We learned about Sorcery. Must ask you to turn. Oh, this must be the restricted area, although I can't imagine why. Oh, the source is over there. Source is just ahead. You have to turn back. Only those with proper permission can enter. Yeah, that's understandable. That's fine. Mr. Exham is always thinking of ways to make our nation even greater. He may be young, but he's still a role model to us all. And he hates Minister Sorcery because he's kind of a shit, honestly. Where do his aversions to Minister Sorcery stem? In Hyzanth, the goddess's teachings determine where you work. Even at the Ministry of Medicine, you're only allowed to research subjects decided by the goddess, though I cannot deny the significance of the results. Is this communism? Is this religious communism? I think this is religious communism. Like theocratic communism? That's kind of fascinating, actually. The goddess is on our side. Should another war arise, I know she'll ensure this holy state's victory. Hey, what's up? Goddess teaching condemn the Roselle to back-breaking labor at the source to atone for the crimes of their forebears. Attack on Titan? I know it is the way of their nation, yet it doesn't sit well with me. Take care of Lady Frederica. This probably isn't great for her. Could the streets really be that safe in a city this wealthy? Wish I could say the same of Glenbrook. Speaking of which, we should get ourselves some souvenirs. Eridor starts having like a deep thought and then pivots immediately away from it. Sora, sorry I can't say I know much about it. It's a sacred place that a select few are allowed to enter. This has happened twice now where my convictions are strengthened because I talked to some random NPC. And I don't know what's happening or why that's happening. And I don't believe the game ever gives you like an actual readout of where your convictions actually are, which is good. I don't want that. Once you reduce that whole thing to a number on the screen, it loses everything interesting about it. But I still don't know why that's changing and how. Hyzanth is a blessed nation where everyone lives in peace. If you happen to see anyone suspicious, if you see something, say something. Oh, there's so much dark shit here. Must be nice having freedom to roam about another's nation. Yeah, it is. It's kind of nice, actually. Thank you for noticing. Have you seen the great big wall around the city? No, I was brought in blindfolded. That's called the goddess's shield. It protects us in the salt from any who would do us harm. I very, very much look forward to attacking it in about 15 chapters from now. From the source to the shield, the thriving city between them, I can scarcely decide what has me most impressed. Oh, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind whatsoever, Bloodwolf, that Esfrost is also fucked up. Like, 1000%. No question in my mind. I can only imagine the people feel the same way, judging by the smiles on their faces. All right, did we talk to everybody except the important ones? I think we talked to everyone with you. Well, can I save? I can save. I want to see if I can go into the ministry without it ending. I don't think that would end the phase, right? Yeah. Yeah, relative peace, yeah, exactly. Relative peace, stability, no poverty. Highly medically and technically advanced. But they say that everyone is equal, and excuse me, it is way too easy to climb on things in this game. They say that everyone's equal and that, you know, people's station is determined by merit and not by birthright. But it still seems like it's just arbitrarily decided by whatever the religion deems fit to hand down. So, I mean, it's not really a meritocracy so much as it is just like you just kind of have a role, and as long as you fulfill your destined role, then the state takes care of you. I think the biggest question is what happens to people who don't? Everybody believes, everybody fulfills their role, everybody's happy, nobody steals, nobody lusts for power. But what happens if somebody does? This whole facade of like no one in our land is so depraved is a smokescreen. They've done something with the people that they consider malcontents. And I assume what that is fucking salt mine slavery. Researchers immerse themselves in whatever the goddess bids them study. Devoting our time to these studies what brings us the greatest joy. Again, you don't get to choose. This area's off limits. There are more delicate matters being researched up ahead. As such, I'll have to... This room is where the human experimentation happens. The pores don't exist. It's like the fucking Shinra Corporation burying all the poor people under a plate. So you got the upper plate of Midgar, where you're just like, yeah, everyone lives in prosperity. And we don't talk about the people who don't. Because they go down there, and they don't get to come topside. Areas off limits. Only with those with permission can see all of the chimeric nightmares happening back there. Goddess's teachings unite the people. They are what govern this nation. Perhaps there's something to be learned in all this. Yeah. I mean, there is definitely something to be learned, but it has more to do with human conditioning and control rather than good governance. It's our honor to help the sick and injured. The study of life fascinates me so. We may even unlock the secret to immortality someday. Oh, that's what they're working on. Yeah, no, that makes sense. As far as you go. Researchers are highly respected in Hyzant. The ministry is a symbol of our nation's knowledge and the source of the people's pride. Minister's research helps save lives, and I'm proud to be part of that. That's perfectly honorable. They claim their city is peaceful, but there are soldiers aplenty in the streets and the ministry. Really makes you wonder. Yeah, exactly. If everybody's peaceful and all of your citizens are true believers who live honorable lives, why are you policed to fuck? Like, there's a soldier on every street corner. For what? I wish to leave. I think I talked to that guy behind me. I expect that you will have the most interesting and profound thing to say, so I'm talking to you last. Everyone in Hyzant knows the goddess's teaching, or else they get the hose again. Obey the teaching and serve your nation, and you shall receive the goddess's blessing. Yeah. I keep waiting for the or else to drop. It is not wealth that drives Hyzant, yes it is, but the faith and happiness of her people. Oh, these are good. We cannot ignore wealth's importance in the equation. How has the holy state achieved such balance? It seems idealistic to think a nation can be built on faith alone. If the people are left dissatisfied, will their faith not waver? I like where this is going, but this is too easy to just say, no. Their faith never wavers. The faith never wavers through good times and bad. You just have to, everything is part of the plan, and everything is just part of the plan, and people know that, and they will just stay devout, and then everything will be fine. What is it that brings the people such happiness? I thought the answer different for... Ooh. Is the answer to this, like, in the holy state, everybody's happiness is the same? I want to see where this goes. God damn it. It's the easy answer. Following the teachings. Do so and you shall be blessed. All who live in Hyzant can see the happiness that comes with the blessings. Thank you for the non-answer. Do the Saintly Seven have the people completely under their thumb? Yes! Oh yeah, I was gonna actually buy something, maybe. An oil jug rendering the selected square flammable. Oh, shit. Okay, hold up. Okay, so set a square on fire. Also, Windstone deals wind-type magic damage to a single enemy and spreads fires. Thunderstone deals lightning-type damage, magic damage to a single enemy, effect spreads on water. Ice-type magic damage to a single enemy and freezes the ground. All right, so we have not only environmental effects, but combined elemental effects. That being said, I hate consumable attack items, so I will not be buying these. I would rather spend that money on permanent upgrades. Thank you very much. But good to know. Did I play Divinity? No, I played Pillars of Eternity, but I played it for like one stream and then stopped. It was one of the first things I was, it's one of the first things I was tasked with playing on Gamepedia back in the day. I always knew that the goddess and her followers looked upon the Roselle with disdain. I cannot help but worry for my people. Yeah, it's probably best that we don't look at the source. Sins they atone for are not their own. One cannot help but wonder why they must continue to pay for them. This has less to do with the goddess's teachings than it does producing salt. Makes me wonder why other citizens do not labor at the source. Do we know that they don't? I find it difficult to understand why, in this nation that touts equality, the Roselle must suffer such discrimination. Yeah! Get on that shit! Suppose my ancestors did something so unforgivable that we have yet to earn the goddess's forgiveness. But the Roselle who committed those crimes have long since passed. In House Wolffort, people are judged by their deeds and not the circumstances of their birth. What is it that makes people so happy here? I wish I knew. They have to be happy or else they get taken away and caned. All right, I think we're done here. This is exactly the type of culture that would cane people, too.
We got our hands on a fine souvenir, thanks to Lady Frederica.
It is quite the feat indeed. Serenoa has terrible taste when it comes to gifts.
Yeah, same.
Thank you indeed, Frederica.
And shut up, Roland.
Pleasure. Should we ask Minister Lila about what ails Lord Simon?
Oh, shit!
No. Even now, Lord Simon commands great influence. We cannot let others know about his condition.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Not even our allies can know of our weaknesses, lest they use them against us.
Indeed. We cannot risk exposing ourselves to such danger, for the young lord's sake as well.
Okay, I understand what they're saying here. But... Hi, Coder. We're definitely not talking about candy canes. What were we talking about? Oh, right, racism. Here's the thing. So they're like, we can't let people know that Lord Simon is sick, because then they'll see that as weakness. But then, like, what happens when he dies? Do you just not tell people? How's that gonna play out? Whoa.
What was that?
It appears there is a stir around the ministry.
It sounded like stabbies.
I shall investigate.
Are we gonna get blamed for this? Is Frederica gonna get blamed for this? What time is it? I got time. Let's do this.